Yes, I. Once more, we want to welcome everyone to another Mikey Life program. People, this is it. This is where it all happens. The good, the bad, and the Mikey. Although the pleasure is always mine, you know. Yeah, the pleasure is always mine to come on the program and tell you what's making the news. Of course, things that you have not heard about yet, you'll be finding out about that tonight. Things that you have heard, probably will be presenting to you a different perspective. Of course, we have no horse in the race. The good, the bad, and the Mikey. And this is news discussed, not told. I'll embrace all yourself, the thing go nice. Now, what you'll be hearing about tonight, boy, a quick just hit Grenada. Find out the magnitude and more information about that. Murder suspects remanded to prison. We'll tell you about that as well. NDC addresses the supermarket closure, and no official word from Andal and Associates. Teen burglar in viral video escapes, and police apparently is unaware. That happened in St. Lucia. So we have that and more to tell you about when we return on tonight's program. People, this is it now. If you have never looked at the program before and this is your first time, now we're hoping that this is not going to be your last. Yeah? We go tell all the things, man. Yeah? We go tell all the things, man. Take all the time. And of course, we know Stoosh, you know, we're not a straight-face thing. You understand? Literally. This is not a straight-face program. Literally. And who wouldn't like it? Bite it. We're taking a break. And remind you that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. Although when we come back, it could be real news in Audio Lily Lolo. We'll be back.
This is Sweet Santa Claus. Or he's a strange man from a mysterious land who's looking to sneak into our home. He smuggled dubious packages after gathering information about us. He breaks into our property while we sleep. And what do? Welcome him. Because it doesn't matter how different we may see, if we simply choose to see the good in other people.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. Making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, that misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan, the Entertainer. Tina from Barbados, Rick from Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price: kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island: Grenada Optical, Grand Anse and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kitten's Pharmacy, Grand Anse, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You, yes you, we welcome you to a new era. Genesis, Genesis, Genesis. 31st December 2019, All Year's Night, featuring the headline band from Antigua, the original Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Burning Flames, plus more, live at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Get your early bird tickets, 80 EC. Couples early bird tickets, 150 EC. Online at gotofab.com and your regular ticket outlets for a new era. Genesis, Genesis. You, yes you.
Alrighty, folks, so we'd like to welcome you again. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we are happy that you have decided to join us, alright guys? And of course, come back again. Now, folks, right before coming on the program, we received a little rattle, a little shake. Yes, it's been a while since we got one, but moments ago, Grenadians reported feeling a tremor. And of course, we had done our little research and realized that yes, boy, we did in fact we were in fact hit by a 4.1 magnitude quake at latitude 12.1 degrees. Sorry, that's 12.15 degrees north and longitude 61.33 west at a depth of 53 kilometers. And that was just about 47 kilometers northeast of St. George's, Grenada, and 112 kilometers south of Kingston, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and 126 kilometers northwest of Trinidad and Tobago, Scarborough, Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, we had a lot of persons reported feeling this tremor. I wonder if you felt it. If you felt it, feel free to let us know where you were at the time. So far, it was just a few minutes ago, so there are no reports of any injuries or damage to infrastructure, only that people reported feeling a quake. And UWI as well confirming that quake, and of course reporting that it was at magnitude 4.1. I think it was yesterday, was it? I think it was yesterday. Dominica had their quake, so we had our share. Thank God, there has not been any reports of any infrastructural damage, nor anything to do with injuries and so on, So, all right, so we're pretty, all right, good. We are moving on now, folks. The next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, Grenada will be playing in the Windward Islands Win-Lot Under 15 cricket tournament in St. Vincent, and that will begin tomorrow. Grenada's first game will be against the defending champion, St. Lucia. All right, on Thursday, Grenada will play Dominica, and the tournament ends on Wednesday, December 18th. All right, good. All right, I don't know, small man thinking, boy, what? All right, what's the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy? 4Hers and thing, boy. All you hear, small man? Small man get in trouble tonight, boy. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands congratulates participants of the recently held 4H District Spelling Bee competition. Now, the involvement of children and youth in the 4H movement provides an opportunity for 4Hers to study the importance of agriculture in a quest to ensure food and nutrition security for all. Now, the keenly contested competition attracted participants from 4 districts, which saw the duo of Joel Alexis and Aiden Victor, students of the Woburn Methodist School and St. Mary's Junior School, respectively, being crowned the 2019 winners and bestowing championship honors to the St. George's district. All right, you don't hear them kind of things, so of course we want to tell you about it. Let them children and them feel nice when they hear this, they hear the name of the program and things like that. It goes really good for them. Yeah, man. Right. So we're moving all the way and staying along on the program tonight. Good. Now the Ministry of Infrastructure Development says a meeting will be arranged with contractors of the bushing crew to reinforce the stipulations of the Road Act, 2, to discuss the use of protective screens for the 2020 debushing program, and 3, to evaluate the level of compliance with the contractual guidelines. Now, the ministry has received complaints from residents with respect to damage to property and plants by crew members and indiscreet use of bush cutters, which poses a hazard to the motoring public. Now, that's just some of the complaints. The ministry apologizes, they say, for any inconveniences and kindly asks the general public for its support and understanding. The bushing crews are currently deployed for the period 2nd December 2019 to the 13th of December 2019, and this is the final debushing program for the 2019 period. All right. They say for further information, please contact Mr. Richard McPhail at 440-2271 and things like that. This morning I hear like an old talk. They say somebody had 2 different names. They're using 2 different names on the debushing program. So I don't know how that works. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna cut bush in one area early in the morning, and in the next area you're going in the next. Later on you're going in the next area and cut bush, and you're getting to pay. I never hear that yet. That can't be true, man. It's like old talk I hear this morning, but they was talking about all the debushing program and things like that. Yeah, boy. Olio, the Andalan Associates thing continues to be a talking point. Now we have heard now from the National Democratic Congress. It says here that the National Democratic Congress has received with deep concern the abrupt announcement by the owners of Andalan Associates that all its business operations will be closed with immediate effect. Now, based on the release from the company and the government's response, it appears that both sides are ignoring the plight of over 200. You understand? They say ignoring the plight of over 200 workers and their families. You understand? No. Now, the NDC is aware that the issue of business owing back taxes is not a new one, and the situation would no doubt have worsened in recent times. While in office, our policy was to work out payment plans with delinquent taxpayers, especially those who employ our people. Our policy was to ensure that not one job was lost because an employer was overburdened with taxes. We believe everyone must not only survive, but thrive. Hence, in addition to working out payment plans, we also granted a tax amnesty in 2009 to 2011 to all taxpayers, waiving interest and penalties. This created a win-win situation for government and taxpayers. We now commend this model to government. We stand in solidarity with the workers of Andalan Associates and call on government and the company to speedily resolve this untenable situation so that the company can resume operations and the workers return to work, especially as we are in the festive season. Alright, so yeah, boy, that's the Andal situation, folks. Up to now, we have not had, at least I have not seen any official word from the government. Sorry, not from the government, from the company. We have heard from the government yesterday, but as it relates to addressing the general public, the customers directly, we have not had that. So maybe there is some sort of contingency plan. You understand? Because for all we know, the information that was released previous, or the first set of things that we saw, was addressed to the staff, not necessarily the general public. The general public got to see it, okay. But still, there has not been any official word. This is rather interesting if you ask me. Yeah. Y'all want me calling that on the program? I could do that on the program, you know. You play all the thing in and we call, listen, we are links and things. For the thing, we just call in and say, yo, what going on, dog? You know what I mean? What going on, dog? Anyway, lady that dog there. I mean, like, give him another 2 minutes. Yeah, like, get breath. And we go hear what's going on. But I thought Andal and Associates was, see, man, let me leave that talk. There you hear? Me back broad, but here what's going on like Christmas. You think it's easy to make a jail around Christmas? You're mad. I don't even know if you doesn't have many prison. If you have, I don't mind, but you know what I mean? Alright. Where are we going again? So we hear from NEC, we hear from NMP, we don't hear from Andal. I never hear that yet. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we have to tell the boy, getting that team basketball now, we're going again. Well, we're going again. Starting up again. Guyana turned in a dominant performance at the weekend to clinch the 3-match Goodwill basketball series with Grenada 3-0. The Guyanese completely outplayed the visitors Grenada, winning by comfortable margins. You understand? On Friday night, the 2018 Caribbean Basketball Confederation champions inflicted a 90-73 defeat on the visitors. You understand? But that's a small thing. We know when we play and how we play. We go on over there and we play. We waiting for when they come here. All dog bad in the yard. You know what I mean? These players are really good players, by the way. Our Grenadian team, they say Guyana are real strong, eh? They could play. You understand? Guyana can real play. But here what's going on. The Grenada team, Greg and all them boy and them, Nigel and all them boy, they could play too. You understand? They say sometimes you have to play there to see what final you get. You understand? Have you ever play poker? And chess and things like that? Anyway, let that talk then. Right. So, Olia, we're moving on. The next thing that we have to tell Olia about, boy, Grenvet Island Veterinary Services. They're offering care to animals and opportunities to students. You see, we're trying to balance the news for you. Give all your, you know? Right. So let's tell you about this all here. Hear that one, Hear that piece, On the 24th of November, 2019, farmers and pet owners brought their animals to special veterinary clinics. You understand? Hold on, Hold on. Right. Clinics set up at the Belmont Estate and Sates by Grenvet Island Veterinary Services, a non-profit organization. A grand total of 117 dogs, cats, sheep, and goats were successfully treated at the clinic by a team of veterinary professionals. In addition to offering charitable veterinary services, Grenvet has set up a youth technology improvement program providing young Grenadians the opportunity to access computers. On the 26th of November, a computer lab was installed at the St. Peter's Roman Catholic School in Guelph, St. John by Grenvet. Now, that's my old school, you know. and Dr. Heather Douglas, a graduate and adjunct professor at the St. George's University, funded Grenvet as a way of giving back to the place that helped her achieve her dream of becoming a veterinarian. All right, so it's all good things that's happening. Some of them children from the go out of school here, and I mean, my school and the all my alma mater. I'm feeling stuffy, so next thing I get hot, next thing something I'm picking up, and next thing I'm picking up, what's the name of the call? Grenadians wicked. Grenadians wicked. They call up a name, but they're not cool. That feels like a kind of sign or some kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, I leave that talk. All what's going on? So we told audio yesterday about two men who got themselves in trouble for the death of one of their own. Yeah, boy. Wow. It's tough, eh? It's really tough when you hear people talk about this. They were charged for the offense of non-capital murder. All of them, living Guav, grew up together. Non-capital murder. It surrounds the death of 31-year-old Lennon Marshall of Upper Deputy Street, Guav, St. John. They made their first court appearance this morning. Cassius Raquel Smith and Jalil Smith, both of Edward Street, Guav, St. John. They appeared before Magistrate Francine Foster at Guav Magistrate Court. You understand? There were a large group of people there just to have a glimpse of the persons who were responsible. You understand? Yeah. Now the charge was read out to them, and then they were remanded to the Richmond Hill prison to return to court for mention on December 30th. Now, Marshall died following an incident in the wee hours of last Saturday morning. They say he allegedly received chop wounds about his body. They say that he was instantly rushed to the general hospital, but he didn't make it. He died. You understand? They say that a preliminary hearing of the case is scheduled to begin on January 13, 2020. Now, Cassius and Jalil, they are represented by attorney at law Ali Gill. You understand? But yeah, boy, wow. Nah, papa. Alright. Anyway, a lot of people had a lot to say, about this whole thing. Yeah? Guy was a promising young man and so on and so forth. The kind of stories that we hear. Yeah, they say he was a good guy in the community. Alright. Audio. We have more things to tell you about, let me see. One of the very interesting stories coming out of today by a man who set himself, a British man who set himself on fire, people. I'm not making it up. Set himself on fire, people. Now, earlier, they say that a heartbroken British man, he turned himself into a human fireball in front of his ex-girlfriend who dumped him after only a few weeks together. They were only together, according to reports, for a few weeks. They say he was heartbroken, so he set himself on fire in front of her. They say that flames reach at least 15 feet high as the burning man
set himself ablaze, taking his own, listen now, John, no. They say he said, please let me die. Let me die. They say he wasn't even screaming enough. He was just standing there with his arms out at the side. They say, listen, you would think that when you're burning, it doesn't matter what your mindset is. Listen, I'm not making it up. That it doesn't matter what your mindset is. But once you have committed the act, then your natural instincts will take over. But not in this case. They say the man stood there and take it like a man. They say the man said, just let me die. They say he didn't even scream at all. All he kept saying was, I want to die, let me die. They say witnesses used extinguishers from the pub and alleys nearby. Alright? And so on, and they say he had a coffee and thing there to put out the flames. They say that the burning man was raced to a nearby hospital where he was listed as in critical condition. They say his face was completely charred and black. They say it was so sad to see. John, no. They say they saw him pouring an entire can of gas over himself. While he was apparently having a verbal fight. You understand with the girl? They say that she was desperately trying to grab the petrol can from him. So imagine the same girl you're about to kill yourself over, trying to get you to not do that. Trying to get him to not do that. They said, listen, man, this was unbelievable. The man just stood there and said, let me die. Like this, let me die. And flames all up in the air. Everything burning on the man, and he ain't screaming, let me die. I never hear that yet. Although, we have a very interesting story to tell you. Remember we told you about the young man who was caught stealing and how, burglarizing in people's place, a 15-year-old in St. Lucia? Well, we have an update for you. He escaped. We had that for you. We have our entertainment piece for you. And this is all about Mikey Life. People, ego nice when we return. All right. So we're coming back. Just take a little break. Let me take a little thing. Let's see how small man doing. Find small man making a little thing later tonight. You might miss your father. Yeah, I mean, we make a little breeze and then we're coming back.
This is Sweet Santa Claus. Or he's a strange man from a mysterious land who's looking to sneak into our home. He smuggled dubious packages after gathering information about us. He breaks into our property while we sleep. And what do? Welcome him. Because it doesn't matter how different we may see, if we simply choose to see the good in other people.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators, 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
This holiday season, it's the perfect time of the year to spend with the ones you love and show them exactly how you feel. making the most of the season. So where do you find all you need to make this season the best one ever? It's Quartz, actually. Bringing value home.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandans. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, don't misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
Because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, Hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan the Entertainer. From Barbados, Rick from Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price: kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island: Grenada Optical, Granans and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kittens Pharmacy, Granans, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You.
All right, folks, so welcome back. And the next thing that we have for you, boys, as we were telling you, boy. So the small man, a 15-year-old, he's a burglar. He was the subject of a viral video, right, where he attempted to rob them people. They caught him, they handcuffed him, and they take out a video of him, and yeah, so he went crazy in St. Lucia. Oh yeah. He was arrested and things like that, right? They put him in juvie, kinda. Oh yeah. The man escaped and police don't even know.
According to reports, the teen burglar, after being charged with the offense of burglary, was taken before the district court for a bail hearing. NBC Prime learned that following the hearing, the boy had been sent to the Boys Training Center. However, according to information obtained by NBC Prime, an alarm was raised a Saturday evening after the teen inmate escaped from the center. According to sources, the teen had made his daring escape via a hole in a ceiling and fled the compound through a damaged fence. When NBC Prime showed up at the BTC, the guard was instructed to escort our team outside the gate. It is not clear as to what time the teen burglar escaped the hands of BTC authorities, but another source told us about 6 wards have escaped for the year 2019. During a police conference held on Monday, Superintendent of Police George Nicholas was unable to provide an update following the arrest of the teen.
I have not followed up to find out the updates on that. I know he was brought to court, he was charged and brought to court.
The police official told reporters that although he is a minor, the teenager has attained the age of criminal responsibility and as a result could be charged. Initial reports indicated that the teen burglar was released in the care of his mother.
The law makes provisions for the treatment of a juvenile when a juvenile is arrested by the police. And given the time of the arrest, we were not able to make the necessary arrangement to have the accommodation juvenile friendly, so to speak. So that is why he was initially released into the care of his mother.
A video of the youngster in handcuffs was posted on social media and quickly went viral. The 15-year-old burglar was caught in a home last week. The homeowner discovered a cutlass, a knife and a mask after managing to apprehend the intruder. Cecil Actil, NBC Prime.
Thank you very much, Cecilia.
According to reports, the teen burglar, after being charged with the offense of burglary,
how much time you want to talk? That is not your show, that is my show. And by the way, I have a problem with anyway, lately that talk there. So we're moving on, alright? Now the next thing that we have for you, as we've been doing, is try to find ways of discovering or highlighting, if not discovering, our very own talent as we expose them to the world further, because one would want to believe that they are already to some degree exposed, of course, by virtue of the existence of social media. And so we want to highlight this artist who has been really making a name for herself. Her name is Sabrina Francis, and her new song is called Carry On. In fact, she just released a video with that song. Very, very interesting concept. Now, here is Sabrina.
I wanna tell you I never needed you. I wanna scream it when we're alone in the room. I've been in love with you forever. Hope you never knew. Carry on, we're better off alone. You could see it written on my face. You don't believe it, and that's my saving grace. Oh, I could stare at you forever through time and space. Carry on, we're better off alone. Carry on, we're better off. Stay, run away. I'm no good for you, but I'm a fool for you. I wanna tell you that I'm in love with you, but it'll change me if you ever knew. Oh, I could stare
song coming from Sabrina Francis. It's called Carry On. Of course, you can check out our Facebook page. You can check out our YouTube channel for more of her videos. She's been really making a name for herself. She says this is a song about the fight human beings have between their mind and their heart. Alright? You see, we know when something's no good for us, but we want it anyway. Alright? The contradictions, if you know what I mean. Sabrina Francis. And it's called Carry On. As we speak of carry on, it's time now to carry over to our national report.
Government widens its search for qualified nurses in the interim. Details of this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back with the details of the news for Tuesday, December 10th. I am Sherian Noel. The government of Grenada is widening the scope of countries for which it is seeking qualified nurses in the interim to deal with the severe shortfall created by the flow of local nurses from Grenada to other countries like the United Kingdom. During Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Minister for Health Honorable Nicholas Steele revealed that apart from Cuba, Grenada is also looking extra-regionally, as in the case with some Caribbean neighbors.
We have reached out to Ghana, like Barbados has, and to India. We are expecting some preliminary information that will allow us to proceed, but we're going to cast a wide net and try and get as many nurses in the interim as we train up our various nurses. And truly, I think right now that we also, as a people as a whole, need to contemplate the reintroduction of the hospital authority, which would allow or would facilitate, I think, many of the solutions that not just the government, but the people and the various stakeholders, doctors and nurses and healthcare providers have been asking for.
A delegation from the Ministry of Health returned from Cuba, where they looked at the possibility of bringing in about 20 to 40 nurses as a stopgap. As many as 100 persons were interviewed.
We are seeking out somewhere between 20 to 40 nurses in various specialties. The reason that we have to deal with this situation is that those nurses who are leaving are more experienced nurses. And while we do have a nursing school in conjunction with SGU, those nurses who are graduating, while they are graduating with a bachelor's degree, they are lacking in experience. So it is not easy or advisable for us to send them out into the communities unsupervised initially. So that is why we have to look, like other Caribbean islands, at other solutions, extra-regional solutions or solutions from Cuba.
Grenada is not the only Caribbean country faced with the problem of immigration of nurses. Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica and St. Lucia, to name a few, have also been looking outside the region for nurses. Minister Steele says they now have to find appropriate housing for the nurses. As Minister for Health, he says he looks forward to the day when they can pay those in the healthcare system what is appropriate for their contributions. The Royal Grenada Police Force is confident of a significant decrease in the incidence of driving under the influence once a mandatory breathalyzer test is officially implemented. Government passed and implemented the breathalyzer legislation some time ago, which will give the RGPF the authority to carry out alcohol testing on motorists who are suspected of driving under the influence of alcohol. Acting Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin spoke to the benefits of the legislation during Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing.
This new legislation will now act as a deterrent to attitudes of drink and drive, that it will afford a timely intervention on the part of law enforcement by taking action on suspected cases that will prevent accidents and save life and property, the net value of which will be to improve road safety for motorists and pedestrians alike. We want to be able to say that since the rolling out of this, notwithstanding the efforts of law enforcement, at the end of the Christmas season, no one has been charged or ticketed for the issue of dealing with driving under the influence of alcohol. I think the intervention is timely. It is good that it's happened at a festive time, so hopefully help us get that information out, that we can have more responsible driving and reduce the incidence of the accidents and fatalities that we have around this time.
The St. George's University invested more than $40,000 to procure the equipment to implement the breathalyzer. He says a complete briefing on the legislation and demonstration will be held on Thursday at police headquarters. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Our government between 2013 and 2019 has spent over $42 million on house repair and an additional $28 million in soft loans for housing, a total of over $70 million. Additionally, 354 units were constructed and distributed through our partnership with the People's Republic of China, and another 646 units are currently under construction, a total of 1,000 housing units. Your government, our government, hard at work, meeting the housing needs of our people.
Welcome back. The government of Grenada is making its final preparations to roll out the Nursing Assistance Training Program from January 2020. 50 nursing assistants will be trained for 1 year. Honorable Nicholas Steele, Minister for Health and Social Security, at the weekly post-cabinet press briefing, announced that the ministry is working collaboratively with other organizations to ensure that there is a smooth rollout.
We are in final negotiations with La Bouquin and the National Training Authority of Grenada, as well as the Ministry of Youth and Education, to finalize the training of 50 nursing assistants in 2 batches of 25. I look forward to that starting. We do have some final meetings just to make sure that we meet the criteria of Nursing Council, meet the criteria of the National Training Authority, as well as the La Bouquin and the Ministry of Health. I expect that that can be resolved within the next week, and that we can start the selection process to have those classes start in early January.
The training will provide the nursing assistants with certification.
They would receive a CVQ or at least a NVQ for a nursing assistant. That is the discussions we're having to make sure that they do have that required or will attain at the end of that 1 year program the requisite CVQ. Previously, it was just the Ministry of Health with the service provider in terms of educating, or the Ministry of Health within its own teaching school. But engaging the NTAs to ensure that the relevant vocational qualifications are achieved by the individuals.
Moving along, turning Grenada's honey into money. That is the focus of a workshop now underway at the Spice Basket in St. George. Details in this report by Mina Booker, Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture.
As part of the activities for the project, strengthening the apiculture value chain in Grenada, a number of apiculturists as well as extension officers are involved in a 3-day workshop focusing on transforming Grenada's honey into money. The workshop, which is supported by the Food and Agricultural Organization, or FAO, focuses on the marketing approaches for growing a beekeeping and bee products business. It opened at the Spice Basket on Monday, 9th December, and is facilitated by Ted Denard out of Savannah Bee Company in the U.S. and Catherine Booker from the Exuma Foundation in the Bahamas. These 2 facilitators will share their success stories in apiculture and marketing respectively, and deliberate on areas including marketing plan basics, understanding the customer, the do's and don'ts of honey selling, and others. Delivering welcome remarks at the opening session, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Mr. Elvis Maureen, stressed on the importance of remaining relevant in an evolving industry.
As you deliberate throughout this week, that we have to begin to think about and reevaluate, do some introspection as to where you are in the value chain and what you are able to do best in your value chain. So you produce, you process, you market, and everything. But the time has come for us to look at where, in other words, your expertise, what you are best at, and focus in that area. It would save your money, it would save your time. When I speak about, or when I think about value chain, as it relates to honey in Grenada, I am seeing down the road a Grenadian brand. And we have to begin to look at that. I am seeing a Grenadian brand. What does that mean? It means that we have to get to the place where we have to focus on central processing. And I'm not saying it's going to be something that will be a walk in the park. I know many persons may not be so comfortable with it, but we have to get there for a number of reasons. If we are to protect the market that we have and to maintain a brand, of course, this is the way out. We have to look at that.
Technical and practical experience will be shared with the apiculture enthusiasts in an effort to improve commercialization of the value chain of bee products. Andreas Gonzalez Serrano, the lead technical officer representing the FAO, lauds the local apiculture sector and the key players that continue to make significant contributions through an array of primary and secondary products and plant pollination, which is critical to crop production.
Grenada Island honey is considered one of the best in the world. And for this, different things have merged. A unique terroir able to grow a broad and diverse ecosystem, a well-organized breeding association, and the close survey and advice of the National Veterinary Services for assuring a healthy production and animals and the bees that produce that honey. It is with great pleasure that we at the Food and Agriculture Office of the United Nations are supporting this initiative. Through a technical cooperation program called Strengthening the Apiculture Value and Change in Grenada, the FAO has actively participated in the capacity building of the Grenada Association of Beekeepers.
The overall project aims to improve stakeholders' understanding of existing and potential market opportunities and strategies required to access the growing local market, analysis of the honey value chain, and market assessment study. Gonzalez Serrano spoke of the expected outcomes from this technical arrangement.
Just to summarize the outputs expected out of this technical cooperation program, we have an improved strength and capacity of the Beekeeper Association of Grenada, improved national capacity to monitor and identify pests and diseases that impact the sector, and gust husbandry practices documented and farmers trained in apiary management in best practices.
Strengthening the apiculture value chain in Grenada aligns to the FAO's mandate to promote sustainable development. It also promotes the development of rural areas, gender equality principles, and a call for the integration of young people to the apiculture business. For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Mina Booker.
And with this story, we come to the end of the National Report for Tuesday, December 10th. Recapping the top story, government widens its search for qualified nurses in the interim. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sharian Noel, thanking you for viewing.
All right. I want to say thank you very much to Sherry and Noel and the rest of the team who were responsible for the national report. And now for a look at the weather. For tonight, the winds northeasterly to east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be just around 24 degrees Celsius. The weather is partly cloudy with brief isolated showers becoming more frequent after midnight. A marine advisory is in effect, all right, and the seas are moderate, waves up to 8 feet in open waters. And that's your weather report for tonight. And before we depart, there's the karaoke competition taking place right now. Cruiser's Reef Restaurant and Bar karaoke competition. It started on December 5th and it goes until the 23rd. It's happening at the Cruisers Reef, Clark's Court, Bay Marina, and Boatyard. It's 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Registration fee, $10 EC. And the deadline for registration is December 12th. Over $2,500 in cash and prizes to be won. So you got to go support that, all right? And folks, that's as far as I can go for tonight. God bless you and your family. And I wish you all the best, all right? The next time we talk, my mom will be here. Yes, so mom, safe flight. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm really excited. Hey, yo, and all you want to put it up, play or give me more than no trouble now because we're tying up now. All right, good. And my sis as well. So see you guys, all right, in a few hours. God bless you. I'm super excited. All right, God bless you. Goodbye, everyone. Everyone on the program, man. You know, everyone. All the names, well, you know who you are. Caroline, Cambrose, Sherman, Hazel, Mishi, Nika, Donnelyn, Deslyn, Patsy, Shauna, Kewin, Suzette, the whole family, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'm happy that you're always here, you know, loyal people you are, man. Very loyal. Blessings, Margaret. All right, and Colette, I see that you're there as well. Patsy, big up your whole status as well, all right? Patsy, you could take me on, so girl. You had to take me on the radio, you're taking me on Facebook. You don't get tired, you don't get fed up. Me can't take myself on for so much. Nah, but you're mad. Alright, Gwendolyn, Jennifer, Deborah, Irma, Angel, Cynthia, Joyous. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Rolander. And everyone else, big up yourself, alright, guys? Touch base tomorrow, God's willing. Take care of yourself. Goodbye. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja. No. Take care. Take care. See you guys, alright? See you.